the need for relevant government agencies to absorb trained and skilled cadre workers to bring their requisite skills to bear in strengthening the health system has been re-emphasized. This is the stand of the Chief Medical Director, University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, Professor Tete Peters, and other stakeholders who spoke at the joint convocation and matriculation of Community Officers Training School and School of Health Information Management, University of Uyo Teaching Hospital. Ifoma Ahuj complete the story.
In recognition of the role the 6 started affiliate schools, 11 years down the line in its 3rd convocation and 4th matriculation, he announced that the provision of a suitable permanent school block is underway for the schools in UUTH.
Developing these cadres of workers is imperative as they constitute the human resource and workforce required for the effective running of the primary healthcare system. We reassure you that we appreciate your hard work and dedication in setting up the schools and will keep their vision alive.
The founder of the Community Health Officers Training School and School of Health Information Management, Professor Emmanuel Ekanam, says the role of these schools in the development of middle cadre manpower cannot be overemphasized. The guest lecturer, Dr. Nathaniel Adiakpan, and the coordinator Community Health Officers Training School, Dr. Christy Akwawo, called for more collaboration between the government and the schools in the area of employing the trained personnel.
We needed the community health officers to go to the primary level and even up to the secondary level to help in healthcare delivery.
These are the people whose training primarily is not just to sit in the health facilities, they are to go into the community. They go into the community and touch the lives of people at the community level.
The ceremony featured presentation of awards to the founding fathers and best graduating students of 2012 to 2015 batches of the 2 programs, as well as ceremonial handshake with the CMD.
Please, I appeal on behalf of all the graduates to please absorb the unemployed health staff.
Success doesn't come with joking and going to school just for going sake, but it comes through hard work.
Following the approval by the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, the School of Health Information Management, University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, has commenced Higher National Diploma Program with effect from the current session. Forms are on sale at 5,000 Naira. In Uyo, Ifoma Ahuj, NTA.
The General Manager, NTA, Elder Chidi Uluka, has advised staff of the station to carve a niche for themselves by upgrading their knowledge and skills to meet the demands of television broadcasting in the 21st century. He gave the advice during the July edition of the monthly in-house training.
The monthly in-house training of NTA is aimed at exposing staff to be conversant with the workings of other departments in the station. Setting the tone for the training, General Manager NTA said the training is to create a motivated, skilled and effective workforce which organizational goals are achieved.
I want to advise staff to key into the full training exercise and also to advise those who are going for outside training, either in TV college, ASCON or whatever, wherever, to also note that they have to be very serious.
Jenny Bassi of News and Current Affairs Department, who presented a paper on English grammar and pronunciation for broadcasters, x-rayed word classes and their grammatical functions in sentences. She stressed the need for sentences to be precise in order to capture the listener and viewers.
Are words put together to make meaning. That is why words are called the building block of the language. Like as I'm talking, it's words that I'm using to build up what I'm saying.
Routine general inspection. Check the engine nose to locate fault or cable burn in the generator. You can't just walk in and put on the generator.
The training gave staff opportunity to ask questions and make contributions. Some staff describe the training as revealing and rewarding, as more has been added to their knowledge.
So I mean, it was very, very impacting, and I wish for more of it.
Though it looks elementary, but actually I've learned that there are so many things that I've learned today which I didn't know before.
The training was good, it was educative, and it was revealing.
It has exposed me to so many things that I didn't know about grammar, and also in the aspect of engineering, I have learned so much.
In Uyo, Ngozi Okeke, NTA News.
Few days to the state NUJ elections, more groups have continued to throw their weight behind Sika Kokun's candidature as the state treasurer of the union. The latest is the House of Assembly Press Corps. Jenny Bassi reports that members of the group have pledged their support for Nsika Okun.
Nsika Okun is a staff of NTA Uyo, a one-time secretary and the immediate past chairman of NTA Uyo Chapel. Spokesperson of Nigerian Association of Women Journalists campaign team, Patience John, appealed for a 100% vote for Nsika Okun, noting that she is prudent, accountable, and will ensure integrity is restored in the union. Member of the campaign group, Marian Vincent Oko, called on all to slot in their vote for Nsika Okun as she is reliable and dependable.
As a woman, she will be the stabilizing factor. Nobody takes care of your finances better. I'm now talking to our male colleagues than our women at home, our wives.
She has to be in custody of all the resources that comes to the NUJ. And considering the extent to which NUJ has been taken up to, we expect that even more funds will come. If we are expecting more funds to come this time, we are expecting that somebody who is reliable, somebody who is dependable, somebody who is trustworthy to be in that position to custody the money that belongs to all of us.
Press Secretary Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Mr. Kufred, described Nsika Okun as a reliable person and promised to sell her to members of the Assembly Press Corps.
Out there with me, I told people, this is where I stand. I don't want to hear anything else. Whoever is contesting against that, I've not had the relationship enough to do. So I will go for the person that can attest to their good character. And I'm calling on us here to support this one.
Responding, the treasurership candidate for the NUJ Akwa Ibom State Council election, Nsika Okun, sued for votes come August 2nd, 2016, and promised to be at her best when given the opportunity.
To you people, that come August 2nd, 2016, you people should vote for accountability, and that accountability is
in Uyo.
Advised to seek the face of Allah at all times, as there is always a reward for doing so. This advice was given at the Friday Jumat held at the University of Uyo Mosque. Esther Dan.
In his message, Chief Imam University of Uyo Mosque, Alhaji Ibrahim Okeshina, charged Muslim faithful to be eager in doing things of the spirit and also shun activities of the flesh, as it will make way for them on Judgment Day. He added that imbibing the teachings of Allah in every aspect of human endeavor should be their watchword.
What we are in this aspect is spiritual selfishness, whereby we must use everything God has given to us to see that we ensure that we seek His word, the home of the hereafter.
Some faithful present at the Jumat say, worshipping and keeping Allah's commandment is what they are obliged to do.
Whatever we do in our life, we have the fear of Allah. In our life, in politics, in our day-to-day activities with our fellow human beings.
We have come here to rekindle our faith.
In Uyo, Esther Dan, NTA News.
Residents of Uyo are passionately appealing to the state government to clear debris from the gutter caused by the heavy rainfall. Mary Jonah, who spoke to some residents on the aftermath of the rains, tells us more.
Following the persistent rains in Uyo, the state capital, some streets in Uyo are still flooded and the people are counting their losses. Areas affected include Nsika Rock and IBB Avenue, Akaitinan Road, and others.
Please, that our governor should just try and settle these people so that they will complete this work, so that we will be free and so that we will be free from this work.
The government provide quota for us so that they can on set.
We are pleading for government to come and see what he can do for us about this water.
So please, may government just help us.
The people who say their properties lost amount in millions of naira appeal for relevant authority to look inward into the channelization of flood-prone areas in the state.
Our backyard, the rain, how big the fence, the wall, and the thing always penetrate inside our listening room.
Ever since 1999, we stuck into this compound. Every year that rain falls, it will enter our house, it will spoil things. So many foams have been destroyed, so many food items.
Over the disqualification of Nigeria's 4x400 meters Olympics team from the 2016 Rio Olympics, Evelyn Badueku brings us details.
Nigeria's disqualification is as a result of athlete Tosin Adeloye, who ran third leg at the IAAF Championship testing positive for a banned substance at the Confederation of African Athletics Super Grand Prix and Warri Relays in Warri, Delta State. Speaking to some sports fans of this development, they described the exit of the team to the Olympics as one which has projected the country in a bad limelight. Speaking to some sports development, they describe the exit of the team to the Olympics as one which has projected the country in a bad limelight.
I hereby endorse Nsika Okon to contest for the position of treasurer for NUJ Akwa Ibom. And you know, when you allow a woman to take care of your purse, you can be sure of transparency and accountability. So vote her for Akwa Ibom NUJ to remain one of the best state councils. A vote for her is a vote for transparency and accountability.